don't you hate it when you're teaching online and you've got your student there, but your eye contact with the student through your webcam makes it look like you're not interested in what they're saying, and it encourages the student to disengage? Well, this trick today is certainly going to help you when it comes down to online classes and making it appear as if you're looking into the webcam whilst you're not. My name's Martin and I make videos about online teaching and education, and if you find these videos helpful, feel free to subscribe, hit the like button, and even support the channel by becoming a member. This particular trick actually works if you have a PC with a GeForce RTX graphics card. For those without it, and for those Mac users, I'm very sorry, but this particular trick just works on PC. If you're curious about the graphics card that I have in my PC, I'll add in a link in the comments and feel free to order the same one. I have the NVIDIA settings, I guess, with the drivers, the graphics, the system, etc. And I also have this application called NVIDIA Broadcast. So if we go back home, you can see here it's actually run by AI for any GeForce RTX graphics cards that anyone has. As you can see here, the Broadcast app transforms your room into any home studio. Okay, take your live streams, voice chats, video conference calls to the next level with AI enhanced voice and video. Now, I like this particularly as an online educator because it allows some tools. If we have a look, it's geared for gaming, of course, particularly something I like to do when I'm relaxing at home after a busy day. You can see here noise and echo removal, sounding your best, setting the stage. You can see it in action with a particular game, and virtual key light off, virtual key light on, etc, etc. And then see eye to eye. This is the tool that I'm using for my online teaching, which would certainly help if you're in the same situation. So let's have a look then, and let's reduce this and go into NVIDIA Broadcast. So once you've installed it, you'll see here on the screen there's a variety of things. So there's a virtual background, and I can de-blur it. You can see here, blur, remove, replace your background, and let's say we go blur. We can blur it even more here until it's just me. We put it full max, you can barely see anything around. If I do move my hands around, it's doing a good job at keeping my hands in focus, but I like to set it to maybe a very soft background blur, particularly when I'm teaching online. You'll notice here, for example, the swing arm for my mic is blurred. That's the only thing that I am just a little upset with. However, we can remove the background, and you can see here I've got my mic. It does a pretty good job with my hair being as long as it is at the moment, being cut around, and you can see certain things, artifacts being picked up behind me. So it's a good job. It kind of acts as a green screen, and it's good for that sort of thing. However, I like to keep it at blur. You can replace and personalize your background, so you can see here, for example, it replaces this, but let's keep it at blur. If we go to auto frame, it keeps the camera zoomed and centered on while you move. So if we go here, oh yeah, it's doing a good job. Excuse my squeaky chair. Yeah, so are you doing a good job? Yes, it's doing a good job. Yep. Are you moving around? Yeah, that's pretty good. I do like it. But let's keep it out. Oh, let's keep it in. I do like that. It's not bad. If we go here, reduce video noise typically found in low light situations. It's in a beta format at the moment. I'm going to keep that off at the minute. Now this is the powerful one. Redirects your gaze towards the camera. And at the minute I've got my Logitech camera up here. You can see here on the screen I'm pointing to it. But look at my eyes. If at the minute I'm looking at my screen, and if I switch it on, it's looking up at the Logitech. So it does a good job. If I blink, it's not bad. If I look to the side, it's still looking at the camera, I guess. I can't see it directly. If I look to the other side, yeah, not bad, not bad. So this is certainly helpful. Vignet, face tracking. Let's switch that on. Yeah, so it moves. Yeah, but for me, maybe very soft. And if we go to virtual key light, again, let's see how it goes. Oh, it's a bit brighter, but you'll notice my hair is very white, but I like to switch it off because it has that, it's quite intense on the GPU. Anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up an online teaching platform, and you can see exactly how it is when it comes down to teaching online using NVIDIA Broadcast. So let's close these down for the moment, and let's dive into our online teaching platform, or let's actually go to Meet. Yeah, so sometimes I use Google Meet for teaching online. I click new meeting and let's start an instant meeting. And usually when you get started, you'll see this screen here, and let's try and choose Logitech in here, stream cam. So I'm using my webcam at the moment up there on top of my monitor, but let's go to camera, NVIDIA Broadcast, and there. Okay, so my eyes are gazed up towards the webcam, so it's a bit more engaging for those that are taking classes. They can imagine or feel like whoever's teaching them is looking at them, rather than, if I revert it back, rather than looking down. If you look up at the camera, it's a bit more engaging, something that you need to try and do when you're teaching young learners or kids online. They need to feel that sense of the teacher's connecting with me. But if we go to NVIDIA Broadcast, it does certainly help, and it reduces that need to constantly look at the webcam. So that's my tip when it comes down to teaching online or having meetings online or delivering any courses. If you want to try and improve your perceived eye-to-eye contact with potential students or whoever you're meeting, this AI feature, the NVIDIA Broadcast application, is really good for those of us on PC. I'm not particularly sure if Apple have an equivalent application for online meetings, but they do have a variety of tracking, software tracking embedded within their iPads and iPhones and that sort of thing. When you want to have online meetings, it can track the individual that is speaking. However, I'm not fully aware whether the application is available for that correction of eye focus, eye contact. But for me, it works when I'm teaching online. Thank you ever so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you've got any questions, feel free to comment below. Even if it's I like the video. It's always nice to hear that sort of feedback from those that enjoyed it. Also, if you are wanting to, you can connect with me on Discord. I run a Discord community, and it's great to have so many people join that community, ask questions, and for me to interact with everybody who's connected. And finally, a huge thanks to all the members that have joined this channel. I really appreciate it. So, so thank you ever so much. It's really touching to see so many people join as channel members, and I do share lesson material as a sort of a bonus. And to be honest, I haven't really shared much material recently, but I'm still in the process of building up that channel, and I appreciate everybody's support, and it hasn't gone unnoticed. So thank you ever so much for all the subscribers, all the channel members. I really appreciate it. So that's it for me today. So thank you ever so much. I hope this helped, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, stay safe, and happy teaching. Bye bye.